Let's do it.
Don't start it off.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, nards and snores, and lemprosophies. Welcome to the Nearly Naked Nugget podcast.
That was awesome.
My name's Matt.
My name's Mike.
And I'm Sebastian.
Here we go.
Boom.
All right.
Let's get into it.
Let's do introductions.
Let's go. Embarrassing stories.
Alright, who
Embarrassing
wants to
stories.
start?
I had to think of one.
I'll start this one off.
Alright.
Alright, so about, I think it was about 2 years ago now, me and my friends from school decided to start a soccer team just for fun, through a league. So we were probably the worst team in the league. I think we tied one game and lost every game the whole season. Yeah, so we entered this tournament, and for some reason, the tournament had like a team with the age group was like 2 years younger than us. So we faced this team, and also one of the players had Down syndrome.
Oh boy.
And for some reason, she played like the whole game. So we're facing this team with people 2 years younger and
And one of them has Down syndrome.
So we thought it was going to be our first win of the year, because if we lost, that's pretty embarrassing. But in the first 10 minutes of the game, I took a handball inside the box and gave the other team a penalty kick. And they ended up scoring, and it was like 1-0 into the second half. And then we got a penalty shot. But the other team, I don't even know what they did. They pissed the ref off so much that she had a breakdown, started crying, took the ball, and left the field. And we ended up lost for the game. And
That's fantastic.
That's good.
So to this day, everyone makes fun of me for being the reason we lost to a Down syndrome team.
Oh, good. I remember me of a video I saw the other day of like Triple H, and he comes out to like a Down syndrome kid, and he like brought him into the ring, and the kid was so happy, like made his life. Little Down syndrome kid. He looks great. Nice guy, Triple H.
Good guy.
Yeah.
So that's my story.
It's pretty embarrassing.
I'm trying to think. All right, I got a story. It's I don't know why this one's come to mind, but it was like in middle school. Like we always had like the fire drills where everybody had to like line up outside in front of the school and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And we were doing one fire drill, and like I had like a friend behind me who decided to get this big piece of grass and start tickling my neck with it throughout like the whole entire fire drill. And so then the next fire drill, I was like, all right, I'm gonna get him back. 'Cause he was standing in front of me. So I got a piece of grass, and as soon as it touched his neck, some teacher saw me from like 20 yards away, like jogged over to me and yelled, "If you're gonna act like a little kid, I'm gonna treat you like one." And she made me hold her hand, like for the whole entire fire drill, and she made sure to walk in front of like the whole entire school and stuff.
That's hilarious.
I got like so much crap for that though.
You should have saved her from mental trauma.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
But I think the question we're all wondering, was she hot?
No. And her hands were like super oily. Like she's like lotion or something. I don't even know.
Ew.
That sounds, I don't know. Well, it's only middle school. Who cares?
Yeah. It all went
Well,
away
actually,
when high school came.
Middle school kids are probably the worst, though, when it comes to something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At high school, you could probably laugh that off, but
In middle school, that's hard to laugh off.
it's pretty good. What do you got?
Well, my story isn't like really. It's not really too embarrassing, but like, it's like an adventure type thing.
Oh,
No.
that's-
Oh yeah. But like in
the hell was that?
I sneezed.
Adventures?
So yeah, at the beginning of high school, like I got this backpack, and I got this, it was like a regular like e-sport backpack, and then like, after 1 month, like I got a little rip in the top right, on like the strap, and it was like really digging into my shoulder, and so I'm like, I'm just gonna patch this up with some duct tape. I wrapped it around on the strap, so that way it's cushioned right there, so it wasn't digging into my arm so much.
Ghetto backpack.
Yeah. Okay. And then, so I'm like, this looks funny with just a little bit of duct tape right around there. So I covered the whole sleeve with duct tape. And I'm like, yeah, that's better. And then like a day or two later, I had a whole nother the other arm on the backpack. I covered in duct tape also, and then it was basically like a progressive downfall from there. Like by the end of my sophomore year, the thing was like falling apart. And it was covered in duct tape at this point. And then like my friends are all like, "Dude, you should keep it until the end of senior year." I'm like, "Oh, I don't know, it's a little far, like 2 more years."
Yeah.
And so I did it. I kept it all the way till the end of senior year, and literally the thing was like decrepit. It was falling apart, and like it had its own. We called it the duct tape monster. That was its designation.
How much rolls of duct tape did that take?
Oh, only God knows. It was so many. Like I lost count. It probably cost more money in duct tape than like it would have cost to buy.
Yeah, I was gonna say you should just buy a new one.
Just like making a statement, and then like I ended up writing my college essay on the backpack. One of my teachers suggested it, and then like one of the colleges responded, they're like, "Let us know what happens with that backpack. We want to know." And I got accepted in that school eventually.
So when I go to college, write about duct tape backpacks.
Alright.
Duly noted.
Make sure to go out and buy a backpack and then tear it up tomorrow.
I always see people with those duct tape wallets.
Yeah.
Like, people could do some crazy stuff with duct tape. I remember, like, back in, like, elementary school, like, there were some kids in my class that would make these duct tape signs, and then they would sell them for, like, $5 each, and they were making some good money from it.
Oh, yeah.
That's a weird skill to acquire. Like, can't you use your time for something better than learning how to use duct tape into making stuff?
My sister makes, like, pens, like flower pens out of, like, colored duct tape.
Yeah, I've always seen those.
Yeah.
Duct tape, the thing.
Duct tape. Dead silences.
Duct tape sponsor us.
Ended up
Alright.
donating the backpack at the end of my senior year. So now it feels weird having a regular non-duct tape backpack that actually works normal.
What did you do with the duct tape backpack after high school? Did you throw it away?
No, I gave it to one of my teachers. He wanted to use it as an example of reduce, reuse, and recycle. That's what happened to that.
Alright, I got a good question.
Alright.
Hear it.
If you were to eat yourself, would you become twice as big, or would you disappear completely?
Oh, shit.
I think you would disappear completely, and like eventually, like your mouth would be the last thing standing, and then your mouth would be like inside out, and you would just eat your own mouth, and you'd become nothing.
Or
But how could you eat
like,
if you
would
ate
it
your
digest,
stomach?
though? Like, it would just go straight to your mouth.
Now, if you ate your stomach and torso, like, what would happen? You would die before you...
Yeah, I mean, obviously you would die, but
So we're
Yes.
talking... You can't...
hypothetically.
Hypothetically speaking,
Yeah, I think you would disappear. I
I
don't
would eat
think
my legs first, and then my arms.
Yeah.
I guess I would have someone feed the rest of me to me. Hey, can you feed myself to me? Oh, what do you mean by that? Oh, I'm gonna eat myself.
How would you cook yourself?
I think I would be deep
Maybe
fried.
Yeah, deep fried would be good.
Ketchup, mayonnaise on top, maybe a little sauerkraut and some beef jerky
Some
mixed
spicy
on top
mayo.
with a little spicy mayo, yeah.
I'm thinking a slow roast on the barbecue over
Mm.
the whole day. Just get as much pain as I can out of it. We throw some, like, teriyaki sauce on there.
Teriyaki.
I'm thinking a little spicy. I want some, like, I don't know, chili peppers on me.
Mm.
That'll-
Be on
That'll
one of those
take
like
away...
big
taste.
grills that they have at like baseball games. Just thrown on there. Cooked to
Yeah.
medium rare.
That's good to go. You can
Sounds delicious.
eat myself all day.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
That was a good question. I like that one.
I like it, yeah. Pretty great.
Alright, so what do you guys think about the new iPhone 5?
Well, I'm probably actually gonna get it eventually because like I have a crappy Android from 2 years ago, but like
Yeah, same
everyone-
here.
I don't know if you guys saw that. Crap, I don't remember who did it, but there was like some guy. He did a video of he went around with the 4S asking people like what they thought of the iPhone 5, and like he was showing them the 4S, and they're like, oh yeah, it looks like they had the 4S, and he's showing them the same phone that they have, and they think it's a 5, and
Yeah.
they're all like, oh yeah, I can see it's like, oh whatever, and they're saying stuff about it, and like I don't even notice that's the same phone that they have. Like,
It's like the iPhone 5. You would think they would innovate since like the 4S was like they put in the whole Siri thing with the iPhone 5. They're like it's smaller and or skinnier and has a bigger screen.
yeah, it's like it like adds a whole row of apps or something.
Yeah, no, they didn't add any girth, only like the height.
It's all about the girth.
All about the girth.
Well, at least that's what I tell myself, so I feel better. Yeah, but I have a shitty old BlackBerry that freezes, so I would be okay with like an iPhone 3. I'd be happy.
I
Yeah,
got like the Samsung moment. No, I'm probably gonna buy like a 4S next week.
Yeah, see, that's the good thing that it's not that different than the 4S because the 4S will come down in price anyway. So if I was
Yeah.
to get an iPhone, I would just get the 4S, save myself some money.
Yeah, that would be
Yeah.
good.
good idea. Good thinking.
But I don't understand the people because I go on Twitter and everyone's talking about pre-ordering the iPhone 5, even though they have the 4S. It just
Yeah, that's a little overkill. Oh,
Whoa, Cody joined.
hello, Bean.
Oh, hey, I think you owe the podcast an embarrassing story.
yep.
What
Gonna
is
shoot
it?
it straight at you.
Hey, you gotta talk a little louder.
Oh, my bad. I don't have any mics or anything near me.
You have like a Turtle Beach?
Sounds like you're underwater right
Yeah.
As the tornado hit you.
now.
My headset's up in my dorm room and I'm at my house, so I might not be able to do this.
Alright.
You're cool.
It's whatever. I'll try again like next week or something.
Alright, yeah, we'll make sure to get you here.
Alright, bye guys.
Alright, see ya.
Yeah. Thanks for trying.
Thanks for nothing.
Justice hangs up. Well, that's a future look into the guests.
Yeah, we can use a couple more members.
Yeah.
Of the Nearly Naked Nuggets.
That was a little teaser.
Little
That's
teaser
what's
going
coming
on.
next week.
I got so excited.
Next week on Nearly Naked Nuggets.
Bean gets a headset.
Yeah, didn't
Shit, what
Andre say something about joining us next week?
Oh yeah, this is important.
Yes.
Important news.
Phantasmal next week. I guess Apple watches this one. So
Yeah.
if he's watching this right now, we'll see you next week. There's like no way out of it. You're in.
Alright,
What were we talking? What were we talking about before he came? I don't even remember.
iPhone 5.
Ah,
But-
yes.
The only thing really like different with it is it's adding like 4G, which I don't even have in my area. So I don't really see the point of it.
Yeah, and they're changing the chargers. Maybe have to buy all new accessories and stuff for it.
Yeah.
You can spend more money and worship Apple.
Exactly. I feel like people just buy Apple products just because like they buy everything Apple. Like they just have to have all of it.
I have no problem with Apple. I just have a problem with the people who treat them like it's a religion.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
Okay.
they make some cool stuff. I mean, iPods are amazing. iPhones are good, but
Yeah.
there's no need to buy a new one every year just because you feel like it makes you better than everyone.
Yeah.
Like I've seen like a picture of like a joke of like iPhone 5 and it has like the 5 rows or whatever it is now. And then like the 6, the 7, the 8, the 9, and then like the 10th one's like this huge iPhone like 3 feet long and has like 20 rows of apps on it.
Yeah, I've seen
Like,
that.
that's what it's gonna be.
Alright.
I don't even think. Oh, sorry.
Alright, wait, you got something to say?
I was saying, I didn't even think Siri was that good. Even everyone thought it was gonna be like the greatest thing. They finally put something new in it, but no one really uses it.
I think-
It's pretty slow.
90% of its use was just to ask it random questions.
It's like to use when you're drunk at a party or something.
Yeah.
Exactly. Alright, what do y'all think about Borderlands 2?
Pretty excited. I just played through when Phantasmal called me the other time and he was asking me about Borderlands and I hadn't played Borderlands at the time yet, which is like, oh my god, everyone's played Borderlands. So I went like a week or two later and I bought it and I just beat it like a few days ago. And just get ready for Borderlands 2. And I'm pretty excited.
How much did it cost to buy it used?
I think it was like $20, $30. It wasn't that bad.
Yeah, you can buy it for $1,600 on the marketplace.
Oh yeah, I haven't played. I've watched videos on it, like when because it came out like in a good time between Black Ops and Modern Warfare 3, I think it was, right?
Yeah.
Or was that the? Yeah, so everyone picked it up and played it. So I watched YouTube videos, but I never had money to buy it at the time. It looks pretty good. I've seen so.
Yeah. I remember when it came out, I was like considering buying it. I'm like, nah. And I just looked at it. It was $22 used.
It's kind of an interesting thing where they take like the FPS but put more of like a storyline, like RPG aspect to it, kind of like Fallout. It's kind of because if you play like a ton of FPSs online, it gets kind of boring after a while, just pub stomping or whatever, right?
Yeah, I like all the gun choices in it too.
Yeah, the loot system kind of reminds me of like a Diablo type thing.
Yeah, I fucking love Diablo.
I just played Diablo 3, that's it.
Diablo 3 was shit though. Diablo 2 is where it's at.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Yeah, I don't have a computer that can run that.
When I play Diablo 3, I have to make the screen I have to shrink it so small because my computer can't run it if it's full screen. But I got through it like 3 times. Yeah, but I might pick up Borderlands 2, or first Borderlands, and then one of my friends is gonna get Borderlands 2, so I might just borrow it after they're done with it.
Yeah. I'm just hoping I'll have enough money like during that time when it comes out.
Yeah, there's too many games coming out this year.
Yeah, there's a lot. We got Borderlands 2, like Halo 4, Assassin's Creed 3, Black Ops 2. Is there Gears?
Yeah, Gears of War Judgment.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
And Resident Evil 6 too.
Yeah. I heard about the Resident Evil game coming out the other day.
Which game?
The Resident Evil.
Oh yeah.
One. And like the movie's coming out like next week or something.
How many Resident Evil movies have they made?
I think this will be like the 3rd or 4th.
Yeah, it's been a couple.
I feel like they've made way too many.
Yeah, I feel like they weren't that good.
I've never seen it.
I haven't seen it. I've seen like part of like 1 or 2 of them, but like.
That's an interesting concept, don't you think? Though, like a movie originated from a game. Usually, it's the other way around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish they would do that with more games. That'd be awesome. Imagine if Infinity Ward or whatever Activision made a Call of Duty game. How much money they would make off it? Even if that was a shit movie, how many 13-year-olds would go see that?
Absolutely.
Didn't they make a Halo movie?
Did they?
I don't know.
I remember seeing some of it on Netflix. I think it was like some like cartoon movie or something though.
Maybe. Remember a couple years ago, someone made like a fan-made Call of Duty like live action trailer. Did you guys ever see that?
I think so.
I don't think
and
so.
And then everyone thought Activision was going to release a COD movie. Even though the movie would probably suck, I'd go see it.
Wasn't with like Halo 4? Aren't they making like a mini series with it?
Yeah, I heard about that. I think it's going up on Machinima, right?
Yeah. Well, I think you can download it on the Xbox too.
They did that. You guys ever play Red Dead Redemption?
I skipped that game.
A little bit, not much. I never bought it, but
I
I had friends that played it.
And I saw that it was on TV, and they took all the cutscenes and compiled them together, and they made like a television short series out of it.
Oh wow,
that's pretty cool.
It was it was pretty cool to watch, even though I played the game. But it was on it was a pretty big name station. I can't remember. I remember the channel, but it's different here in Canada than everywhere else. So.
Yeah.
Oh, you Canadians. I would definitely watch a Portal 2 movie, though. That would be
good. I like watching people play Portal, because I like to see people get frustrated when they can't figure it out, and then you just watch the video and you like know what they should do.
Yeah.
I like to watch stupid people play Portal 2. I don't want to watch someone who's good at it, because then it gets boring, because they're always smarter than me.
So what do you guys think about Halo 4, though?
I'm
think
so
it's
excited.
Going to be a lot better than what Halo Reach did?
Reach was shit. I think anyone who's played Halo for a while knows that. But I think Halo 4, they actually kind of went back to Halo 3 with just even the guns and stuff work more like Halo 3. But it's hard to know, because without Bungie, I don't know if they're going to... Because the one thing about Halo is they've always supported their game so much, and the community is like such a strong base.
Mm-hmm.
Without Bungie, it's hard to know what'll happen. It could even be really bad.
I used to be like a huge like Halo fan. Then after then I played the beta for Reach, and I was just done with it.
Yeah, I bought Reach and I tried to for like a whole month just play it, and it was just so stupid, like armor locking and the maps and everything. That game was shit.
Like Halo ODST was pretty bad too.
Yeah, I played that.
Yeah,
It's just like, yeah. I was never a huge Halo fan, but
I'm
Yeah.
excited for the Halo campaign though because
yeah, that's what I'm pretty excited for.
you can't go too wrong on a Halo campaign.
Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
when ODST came out, they were saying like how you could get recon, and I was like at like a friend's birthday party like right before it came out, and another friend there just had swine flu, and he ended up giving it to a friend and I. So we had swine flu the week that ODST came out. So all we did was sit there for a week straight trying to get recon, and I ended up getting it on the last day. My friend could never complete like one of the challenges, so he never got it.
When Black Ops came out, I had the stomach flu and I prestiged in one day.
It's extreme.
I played 10 hours one day, and then I felt so sick. I was like throwing up in between lobbies.
Jesus.
I was so bad, but I was having so much fun.
It was great. So do you think Black Ops 2 will be as good as Black Ops?
I think so.
I don't know. I'm kind of torn because I feel like Black Ops was probably one of my favorite CODs, even though
Me too.
I'm
Yeah.
not really bored of it. But I feel like they're kind of like Modern Warfare 3. The problem with me is they threw in all these weird stuff like Dead Man's Hand. They throw in all these extra, like perks and weird stuff that don't fit well in the game. And
Yeah.
Black Ops 2, they put in all those weird like attachments, like the radar and stuff.
Yeah.
Like when you look through the reticle. So I just have a feeling I just hope that doesn't ruin the game. But I know Treyarch's going to support it, so no matter what it's like at release date, it's only going to get better.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
I mean, it definitely looks a lot different than Modern Warfare 3.
Fuck Modern Warfare 3. No, I think Treyarch is kind of taken over as the lead development because, Infinity Ward didn't support Modern Warfare 2, and with Modern Warfare 3, everyone hated it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, cause I know Infinity Ward was like the lead one like back in the day, like especially with like Call of Duty 4, and also maybe they can hop back up on their high horse after.
No, but the thing is,
goes away.
they lost all the people who made COD 2 and COD 4. They all left the company.
Yeah.
And they formed Respawn Entertainment, I think. I'm not sure what the company, but they're all in a new company, so that's why Modern Warfare 3, it was a whole different team than all the previous ones. So I think they're Infinity Ward's kind of done when it comes to COD, of making because there's always one developer that's going to be better than the other.
True.
Yeah, maybe that was just a learning year for them. Maybe they can pick it up next year.
Yeah, because what they just continued the Modern Warfare series, so if they start with like a whole new storyline and a whole new time period, it might be better.
Yeah, there's not too many time periods left.
Yeah, Treyarch's got Future now.
Yeah.
They can go to like medieval Call of Duty.
Evil Civil War.
Civil War would actually be really interesting.
Yeah. Even with sleight of hand, you're reloading a musket for 30 seconds.
Call of Duty, Cold War, no fighting at all.
You just have a bunch of
in the
nukes that you can't call in. How about the Wii U? You think that's gonna go big?
Yeah. Oh, go ahead.
I don't know. You go ahead.
Sure. The one thing I think about the Wii because it is going to be more powerful than the Xbox and PS3, but the only problem is the games that come out for Wii aren't going to be the type of games that someone who plays Xbox and PS3 are going to want to play. Like, I like Mario and stuff, but I'd rather play Call of Duty than like Mario Party 17.
Yeah.
One of the release games is going to be Black Ops 2 on the Wii.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, I had Call of Duty 3 for the Wii. It was a fun game.
I had World at War on the Wii.
I couldn't use the motion controls. I could never shoot anyone, and I just gave up.
Yeah, it was tough. It was tough.
Now, can you plug in a regular controller and play?
To a Wii? I don't.
Yeah, like one of those classic controllers they sell for the Wii and play COD with it.
I don't think you were able to do that. At least not on World at War.
I bet you
Okay.
could probably do that with like some of the newer ones.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, but I think the Wii has outsold the Xbox and PS3 by like crazy numbers because
I think the reason for that is because of like all the casual gamers, like even like your grandma will play Wii with you, like
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
she,
weight
exactly.
loss.
yeah, exactly, and like the Wii really just attracted all the casual customers, and like the Wii U is kind of trying to, I think, like expand out to the more hardcore gamers, and like the hardcore gamers aren't really looking for like the Wii motion sensor experience, they're looking more like Xbox or PS3 first person shooters or whatever that can
Yeah.
I don't
support.
think it'll work out though because of that. Because I think their market is younger and older people. They're not the
Yeah,
hard. So if they're gonna expand, that means they're gonna drop some support for those kid games and like Wii bowling and stuff like that.
yeah. I mean, they're always gonna have like a ton of third party games that like
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
There's some weird
developers.
stuff.
There's some shitty Wii games I've played.
oh, there's a lot of shitty Wii games.
I got the Wii in the first week it came out. I spent like $400 on it, and I the
Yeah.
first
So
release
did I.
titles were so bad. They were terrible.
Yeah.
Like Harry Potter on the Wii.
Oh my God.
I remember
Sounds
Harry Potter
bad.
used to be good on the GameCube though.
Yeah, that was a good game. I played all of them on the GameCube. I don't even know why.
GameCube is definitely a good console.
N64.
Oh, the
I
best.
remember that.
Those are my roots, man.
Super Smash Brothers. People bring that to college, and we all like gather around and play a nice round of Super Smash Brothers. It's classic.
Okay.
Did you guys ever play Kirby Air Ride on the GameCube?
Nope.
I think my friend had the game, but I don't think we ever played it.
I spent so many hours on that game with my friend. It was so simple yet like so addicting. I don't know what it was about it. It was great. It was a great game.
I think,
Kirby Air
the,
Ride. Little shout out.
I think the most game that I played on the Nintendo 64 was like the Pokemon Battle Coliseum.
Pokemon Stadium.
Yeah, Pokemon Stadium, that's what it was.
I run a fan page for that on Facebook. Have like 5,000 likes.
Nice. I think I'm the only person that like never. I didn't play Pokemon as a kid. I'm gonna just gonna say it.
I just collected the cards and played that game.
What did you do then? What was the point of being a kid?
I basically had no time. Actually, I was into Yu-Gi-Oh cards at the time.
I was
did
too.
that, and yeah, I guess I don't know. I just never. I had a few cards like Pokemon cards, but I don't know. I just never really got into it.
You never had like a Game Boy?
I had a Game Boy. I played Mario and stuff on it, but I just didn't have Pokemon.
I remember I got a Game Boy for free because I went over to like a friend's house, and all I did I just like forgot my friend because he had like this Game Boy he let me like just play with. I just played with that like the whole entire time. Like I didn't even like talk to him. I just played it because I'd never seen one before.
That's
And
a true gamer there.
apparently,
True
like the
game.
next day, he was when the Game Boy Color came out. So as I was like leaving the door, I forgot I had it in my hand, so I just walked out with it until my brother was like, "Oh hey, you got to give that back." So as I went to give it back, he goes, "Oh no, keep it." So I got a free Game Boy.
That's
That
awesome.
must have been the greatest moment of your life.
It was. It went down
And
as
from then on,
history.
it's forever a gamer.
I got a Super Nintendo as a kid. My cousin like dropped it over at our house, and me and my brother were so excited. Then we realized it was broken, and the controllers didn't work. Or like you couldn't plug in controllers properly. Only one button would work, and we were so sad.
It's unfortunate. And my first game thing was was the Game Boy and then the N64.
I think mine was a PlayStation.
PlayStation 1, that was a good system.
Yeah, Spyro. That's what I played.
Spyro.
That's where it's at.
It's a great game.
They should release some more Spyros for PS3. Did they ever do that?
Yeah, they're coming back with the Ratchet and Clank series. So that was big with
Are
the
they?
PS2.
Oh, really?
I think there's supposed to
Is
be a
there-
new one coming out with the next gen console or something.
Oh yeah. Next gen consoles they're gonna be soon. Like I mentioned to you guys before on Xbox, but to the podcasters,
Yeah.
my cousin he works for a game developing company or whatever. He's like an illustrator for the drawings, and they've been working on Xbox 720 games for the past like almost 6 months now, developing. So they should be releasing Xbox fairly soon, I'm guessing, because it sounds like from him, like he can't tell me much because there's an NDA, but it sounds like they're pretty much done because the games are almost being finished too. The release titles.
Yeah.
Huh.
I heard that it was supposed to be like Christmas of 2013, like around there.
It sounds reasonable.
I was
How much?
I don't know what would be
Oh.
better, the PS4 or the Xbox 720.
It's a good
X-
question. I don't know which
Xbox-
one I'm gonna get.
'Cause I know
Xbox Live. Xbox Live. There's no argument.
I know like the PS4. I just forgot what I was gonna say. Yeah, I just completely forgot. I just blanked out right there.
How much
Yeah.
do you think they charge for the Xbox and the PS3 when it comes out, or PS4?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna talk
Say,
about. Was
like-
the price of it?
350 maybe.
Yeah.
Probably like 400 for like the bigger size console, whatever. I think the Wii U, where they announced the price, I'm pretty sure it's 300 for like the 8 gig and 350, I want to say, for the. I think it's 32 gigs.
That's not terrible.
Nah.
But I don't know if I would see I don't think I have like $400 to spend on a Wii.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
it's
the like PlayStation 4 is gonna be like $700 or $800.
It's steep.
Yeah, I know.
Because I think it took almost a year before, most people had upgraded consoles because they cost so much when they come out. Like the common kid, I guess.
Yeah.
Like hardcore gamers will buy it beforehand, but
Absolutely.
But I know I'm going to be seeing people playing like Xbox 720 on YouTube, and I'm not going to be able to contain myself, and it's going to be like...
And then you're going to have to go buy it. Just run to the store. And...
It's like either buy a book for university or the Xbox 720.
Get the book.
I can learn it later.
You can just borrow somebody else's.
Yeah, exactly. Who needs...
Probably find it online somewhere and just download it.
Yeah, like how much am I going to use that book? Like, I don't know, 10, 15 hours? I'm probably going to use that Xbox 720 for like 30, 40 days.
Probably more than that.
Yeah, that's true.
That's how much people played Modern Warfare 2.
How many hours or how many days do you think you put into gaming throughout your life?
Oh my god.
Maybe
Don't answer that question.
3 years.
Yes. How many decades?
I think I put in a solid maybe 35 hours to Modern Warfare 2. Well, my parents aren't listening to this podcast because... yeah, I played Modern Warfare 2 a lot. That was like right when I got my Xbox. I only got it 2 years ago. Like, I've been in just like a Nintendo guy just right before that, but since then, Xbox.
Yeah. Throughout all the Call of Duties, I think I have like 55 days played or something.
Yeah, I'm probably somewhere around there.
I don't know, I
Pretty
started
sad.
Call of Duty with like Call of Duty 2, but I never got into it until like World at War.
Call of Duty 2 is a good game. I've been playing that recently. I bought it from like EB Games, or I think it's called GameStop in the States, for like $5.
Yeah.
And I probably put in like 2 days worth into that game. I
Yeah.
played with X-Jaws. I was playing with X-Jaws once on it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I put
I
on
did play
Twitter.
like the PlayStation 2.
Oh, you didn't have it, so you couldn't play. You play online on PlayStation 2? You could, right?
You could play some games. I played Call of Duty 3 online on it, but the connection with the PS2 just sucked. It took like 20 minutes to find one game.
I had a PS2, but I didn't even know you could play online until I sold it.
Yeah, I played
Yes.
Ratchet and Clank online a lot.
Simpsons Hit and Run for days.
Days and days.
Days for days for days.
Daisy.
That's coming to consoles.
Is it really?
Yeah, if it does well on PC, the guy did an interview on some Respawn channel, and he said that if it does well, he would want to think about turning it into a console game.
Oh wow. I looked at like the website and I like tried to figure out how to like download or whatever. I just like gave up. So
You have to get, I think, 2 games and then download the mod on top of it. But right now, you can't even play it because hackers have pretty much taken it over.
oh, it's unfortunate.
Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah, that would probably be better if they bring it to the console and settle out the kinks and whatever.
But it wouldn't you're not going to be able to have as many people on a server. It would have to be the next gen consoles because these
Yeah.
couldn't handle it.
Yeah.
How
Alright,
many
here's
people do you
another
think?
question for you guys. Do you think it's okay for a vegetarian to eat animal crackers?
Well, I have personal experience because I'm actually a vegetarian.
Oh, alright,
And
that makes it even better.
I ate an animal cracker on Friday, and I started with the head and just worked my way down. And
I always start with biting off the legs, and then I go for the head, and I eat the torso last. And
I always take two of them and make them do it before I eat them.
Okay.
Well, answers that question. Alright.
Yeah.
Alright. Next topic.
Oh.
What would be some of you guys' favorite TV shows?
Breaking Bad.
Given.
And Walking
Story.
Dead.
AMC.
AMC, man.
Yeah, I
All
know
the
that
way.
sucks. With Dish Network, apparently, like, AMC wanted to charge more for the channel or something, just like a few cents more, and Dish didn't want to do that, so AMC is no longer with Dish, and I have Dish, so I can no longer see AMC. It sucks.
I even have AMC on like my college like cable thing.
Is Dish Network like a premium provider for everyone? Because we don't have that here.
Oh no, not really. I have files back home.
Okay.
Files and files.
Yeah, but the
go
newest season of Breaking Bad was just
Oh,
man. That
I
show,
know you haven't seen it, Mike, but
yeah.
Shit goes down, especially at
Every
It's
the
like,
end of
show it.
four is amazing.
it's like
like-
Netflix only goes to season 4, and like Hulu Plus doesn't even like show any Breaking Bad, so unless I go and like buy the season, I probably won't be able to see it for a
watch it
while.
illegally online. I don't think I should be telling you this on a stream of things.
I mean,
where
I'm sure everything's online.
I think it's only illegal if you actually download it.
Yeah.
So like, I just streamed it online and like the 5th season. I mean, and that's what I did the same thing. I watched it all on Netflix. I discovered it like a month ago. I was like, my friends were talking about it. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna watch this. So got really addicted to it, and like, you can't at the end of an episode, you're like, all right, I'm gonna put it down after this, right? I'll do something else. And then it's just like, holy shit, what the hell just happened at the end? And
like
let me
Lost.
just watch the beginning of the next one, and then like the beginning of the next episode, it shows you know how it shows you like what's like the end of the episode in some of them. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And it's like, oh my god, what just happened? Like even in the first episode, like when he's in the RV and he's like in his underwear just driving, he's like,
Oh,
He's
what's
like
going
holding
on?
a gun in the air.
Yeah.
You're like, well, that's a rough start to a TV show.
you guys have ever seen him in Malcolm in the Middle?
Yeah, I've seen that before.
He wore the exact same underwear.
Oh yeah, I just realized that's the same actor.
Yeah,
noticed
I
that.
never thought about that.
Bryan Cranston, yeah. Shout out to Bryan Cranston. If he's watching this podcast.
Not if, when he watches this.
When he's watching this podcast. Let it be known. I don't know
No.
what's going to be known, but...
I think my favorite character on the show is Jesse, though, because when you first watch the show, you think he's just going to be like some deadbeat, like dropout kid, but
yeah.
he grows on you. Like, you care for him way more than you care for Walt.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Especially in this last season, like, I find myself just hating Walt, but loving Jesse so much more.
I mean, Walt's a badass. He's not very lovable, but he's a
Yeah, he's a
fucking
genius
badass.
too.
Yeah.
He's my...
And fuck Skylar, she can go die.
Oh,
She gets so,
I hate
she's
her.
fine.
Yeah, the
That's
same
the
with
worst.
The Walking Dead.
Oh, yeah.
What's her face?
Lori?
Yeah, Lori.
Oh,
She can go die in a hole too.
That's my least favorite part of Breaking Bad. Like the first couple seasons, like the parts where he's like keeping it a secret from the whole thing from Skylar, and it's just like, oh my god, this again. And just like talking and wants some action. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you got to balance the action, but a little too much Skylar stuff.
And then it's like when she found out, she like just joined them.
Join through.
That was a little ridiculous.
Spoiler alert.
Oh yeah, I probably should have done that.
I can't even anytime Breaking Bad new episode, I had to get off the internet because there'd be too many spoilers online. Because I recorded the show
Yeah.
first.
Uh,
And
What
also Gustavo.
Oh god.
He's in that what was the name of the show that you
Revolution?
Revolution? Yes.
That looks like a really cool show.
Yeah. You want to
Yeah.
give the premise of it?
Alright. So it's like one day all the powers just like shuts off, like the internet, batteries don't work, cars don't work,
Everything
nothing
like
works. And it basically shoots it like, what was it, like 15 years into the future?
Yeah.
And like it basically has like a small storyline about how like all the governments have failed and all like these many uprisings of different like groups and gangs that are trying to become the ultimate power. And it has like a side story of like one of the like a guy gets captured and his sister's like trying to get a group to go and like save him and stuff, and she has to go to her uncle who's like her only family left, and it's basically that's all it shows. But I think it's gonna be kind of like the TV show Jericho. That was kind of like the post-apocalyptic sort of thing, and then it had a bunch of like side stories branching off.
Yeah, it sounds really good.
Yeah.
Definitely watch it. And it has Gustavo in it, or the character that plays Gustavo.
I don't
Yeah.
even know.
And he plays a bad guy in it too, so that just makes it all the better.
Yeah.
Now, what would you do in that situation if you're in that show, like post-apocalypse, like all the technology, everything crashed?
I'll probably go get some food.
I'll probably cut my legs off and become a fish.
What?
Throw some gills.
I'd
No,
find
I'd-
FPS,
Yeah.
Oh, that would be the guy to find.
and we would have a good time.
Get some guns going.
I would actually probably go to the store and buy one of those like water purifiers.
I don't think the register would work.
Some Brita.
Yeah, some Brita.
Some Britas. Scoop up some toilet water with my Brita.
Just
Filter.
steal a semi-trailer and just fill them up with Britas and go around trading them.
Then use bottle caps as currency.
That'd be the way to go.
It would just create a new civilization.
On bottle caps and Britas.
Definitely build up like a defensive, like some kind of fort to and with some kind of food production inside and some kind of water flowing, just to have a stable like environment to live. You need like protection and guards, and, like
I need some.
scavengers.
I think I would actually go get like a houseboat and like just like plant in the middle of a lake with a
That is
Brita,
a good
so I have
idea.
an unlimited amount of water and a cleaner for the water. And then I don't know what I do about food. Fish maybe.
You can go fishing.
I mean,
I
would
would-
keep you there for a while.
I need a bodyguard like Shaq to just follow me around the whole time. I'm a pretty small guy myself, and if I got in a fight, I'd be dead.
Yeah, you
just have
definitely
to
have to
be,
go
like,
get somebody to
nimble.
join you.
Oh yeah. Me, Shaq, and Yao Ming would be just tearing it up. We'd be playing. I'd be facing them basketball, and then anyone comes around our territory, they take care of them.
All I need is Yo-Yo Ma. Just play him some tunes on the cello and scare him away. I don't know. I don't really know where I was going with that, but
At least you have some entertainment.
like, that would be the worst. I would probably actually. I don't know how my life would be without Phantasma videos.
Yeah,
That would be horrible.
it would be. You know, maybe we would just go get him and put him on the boat.
Yeah, I think we should sacrifice him.
He would just make videos the whole time. You just tell, oh, there'd be nothing. He'd just pretend to be like, he'd be in a cardboard screen and he'd be just making videos.
Do a video. Just upload this.
Make a Call of Booty right now.
Was there one this Friday, or did I miss it?
No, I
Yes.
don't think there was.
Yeah.
There wasn't.
I know there wasn't a stream. So
He's slacking.
shout out to Phantasmo.
And while we're at it,
Just throw that in there real nice and smooth.
In the comments below, let us know what you think of cream cheese and Pac-Man.
cheese and
Anyway.
At the same
What if that's what those little
Cheese
dots
covered
are?
in
They're just little bits of cream cheese.
Yeah. What are those little dots that eat, or that Pac-Man and Mrs. Pac-Man eat, or like
It's
those
little
little
bits of
candy
crack.
things on like the strip, on the paper, those little candy buttons. Is that what those? They kind of look like those. I mean,
Ooh,
or
piece of
they're like
candy.
little
Ooh, piece
gumdrops
of
or
candy.
marshmallows or.
I think they're pills of acid.
Oh, okay. That sounds
Just little
logical.
drops of crack that the ghosts have been dropping.
How do you think it's like that colorful and trippy of a game?
I think Pac-Man's on LSD. I'm gonna settle with that.
This needs to be further investigated.
Headline: the creator of Pac-Man was on LSD. Anyway, so have you guys heard about the 3DS?
3DS. No, I have not.
Yeah.
Actually, my light just randomly shut off my room. Anyway, yeah, I got the 3DS XL, which like released like a week ago, which is like pretty cool. It's got like on the like that little what's that thing called on like the PlayStation handheld thing with the thing, and anyway, it's 3D and it's pretty cool. I got some Mario Kart for it.
Oh, that's a good game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mario Kart's where it's at.
A couple of my friends have the 3DS. It gave me a headache though if I played too long, like
Yeah,
after an hour or two. Like, it was too overstimulating.
Yeah, you could shut off the 3D, which I do sometimes, but like I feel like I have to keep it on, otherwise I'm like, it's like wasted my money.
I remember I got the DS when it first came out, and
Me
I just
too.
played Burnout on it.
Animal Crossing.
Yeah, I had that game too.
It's such a shitty game.
I actually had it for the GameCube also.
Nintendogs, though, that was a bad game.
Don't even remind me.
Everyone was talking about like this is gonna be the future of gaming, and then it's like your dog was
Virtual
just
pet.
retarded. Then I realized I had a real pet, and that was the end of that.
Yeah, I was like so sad with the Nintendogs that I could never like touch it or anything.
What is this?
But whoa.
And everything.
I felt like it was just trapped inside a box and I could never get it out.
I didn't even like my dogs. I thought they were annoying on that game.
It's like a future Tamagotchi or something.
I think someone needs to tell a story about an Irishman.
Oh, a certain little Irishman I like to call my roommate here in America. Anyway, yeah, my roommate, he's from Ireland. He has he went to some sort of a Jesuit school in Ireland that brought him here, and he has an older brother here, and they accept 2 Irish kids a year, etc., etc. Anyway, so the other night he brought a female species back to the room. I guess he was watching some Call of Booty, found out some advice, and figured out how to
Capture.
How to capture. There we go. That's the word I was looking for. How to capture the females. And so he brought this girl back, and I'm like, at first I was like a little confused. Is an alarm going off somewhere? I was a little confused at like what was going on. Like I was just playing like Call of Duty, like classic me. And I'm just like, oh hey, what's up, man? And like he's like sitting on his bed with the girl, just like they're like both talking about saying something about like who brought the rug or something. I don't know, something dumb like that. And then I looked up at my roommate, and he's just like. He like points. I'm making a finger motion right now, but you can't see it. And he's like, get out, like that kind of a finger motion. And so I was like, oh, okay, I'm just gonna head on out now, I guess. So I went over to my friend's dorm, played some pool for a little bit, and maybe like I don't know, an hour and a half later, came up with this idea. I told my friend Brad, here, go. I'm gonna give you my key. Go knock on my door, room 218. I don't know if I should say my room, and I don't know, but whatever.
Gonna be there.
Someone's gonna come knocking on my door now. But yeah, so I gave him my key. He told him to come go knock on the door, and I was like, I'll give you $20 to do it. And he's like, dude, I don't know why you're giving me $20. I'll do it for free. And so I was like, all right. So I gave him $1 just because I felt like it. Felt like I had to give him something.
Eye roller.
And so he comes, and I didn't go up to the door obviously because I didn't want my roommate to see me and be like, what the hell? What are you doing? And so like he pretended that he was an RA, and he knocks on the door, or he knocks. He didn't knock. Sorry. scratch that. He puts the key in and he's like taking forever to open the key because it opens opposite of how his door opens. So it's taking him a few seconds. He's like, crap, they're gonna hear me. And then he opens the door and he just yells. He goes, visiting hours are over. And he says it twice, visiting hours are over. And at first he doesn't even see the girl in the bed, and she was just like completely under the blankets, and then like they just appear, and he described them as just being in a daze, and he's like what's going on? So he closes the door, and he's just like, we all run out of my dorm and go back to my friend's dorm. We're just like, oh my god, that just happened.
Yeah, I remember that because we were in an
Yeah, I
Xbox
texted
Live
you.
party, and you just like left.
Yeah,
Just,
I
like,
was talking to
randomly.
them. I was like, oh, I gotta go.
And then you like sent me a text saying that you got like kicked out by your roommate.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
had no idea what to say. I was just like, well, that's a bummer.
Well, awkward. Yeah, that was a very awkward experience, but like, and he doesn't even have a phone or a computer. Like,
What?
oh, yeah. Wait, he like got a phone. He had the iPhone. Like, he got it after like 2 weeks, and then
He broke it.
no, he had it for like a few days, and like this girl was walking up with like the other Irish kid, and I was going into my dorm, and this girl was just like, oh, perfect, you're his roommate. And I'm like, yeah. So I opened the door. I'm like, not thinking anything, and this girl just comes in, and like my roommate's sleeping. I just came back from a class. My roommate's still sleeping, and she's just like, give me your phone, and my roommate's like still half asleep. He's like, hands it over, and and then she's like, is it locked? It better not be locked because I gotta return it.
That's a good voice.
James,
Don't ever do that again.
I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry. Um, anyway,
Back to,
Anyways.
yeah.
gives her the phone and like she leaves, and then I come back later. I was like, "Yo, what was up with that?" Like this girl just like took your phone. He's like, "What? I have no idea what you're talking about." Like, I don't know. And so he just doesn't have a phone anymore. It just disappeared. I guess he like returned it or something.
That guy's crazy.
Yeah.
The story I was talking about was the fight with that.
Oh yes.
Yeah. That's a good one. That's a good one.
No, they're not.
That changed my life. That
I
story.
told you a story. Oh yeah, I told you on Xbox, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So maybe I think it was like a week or so before this, and it was I forget, maybe like I think it was 2 a.m. or something, and I'm sitting there and watching some show on Netflix, and he's on the phone with his brother, and I couldn't really understand half the things he was saying, to be honest. You know, Gaelic or whatever it's called, and so yeah, he's talking to his brother, and I'm just like, he's saying like, "Oh, I'm gonna fight you," like, and I'm thinking like, all right, he's just joking, like, his brother's not really gonna fight him, and like, so he leaves, and then maybe 15, 20 minutes later, comes back, and he's just like, dude, on a scale of 1 to 10, how bad is my eye? It's just nasty, pussy, black eye, and I'm like, dude, it's a 12. It's bad, it's nasty. He's like, oh, it's all sore, and he's like, oh, he's like, oh, and I think I got a little broken nose too. I was like, oh, okay, that's good. Don't you think you should see a doctor? He's like, nope, Labor Day weekend. That's when it was, Labor Day weekend. So there was no one really around, I guess, to go to. I'm sure he could have found someone, but he's like, yeah, I found this happened to me a couple times before. Broke my nose a couple times. I could just readjust it. I was like, all right. So, and then he was wearing sunglasses around for the next couple days. And, yeah.
So basically, he went and fought his brother
Fought his brother.
just because
I have no
he wanted to fight
idea
his
why.
brother and break his nose. And
Yeah.
this has happened before.
Yeah, he said he fights his brother all the time. It's like a thing in Ireland, I guess. And which I mean, I don't fight my 9-year-old brother. I mean, I'm double his age almost, but like, yeah. And I was all caught on like a security camera or something.
Oh, no way.
So,
He should get that tape. I want to see
oh man,
that.
that'd be
should.
great. I don't know how.
That'd make a good quality video.
Yeah, that'd be great. So yeah.
We should use
So
that for the intro of our next podcast.
Oh, the video. I would have a serious dig into Farmer. But yeah, it was great. It was great.
Now, did his brother get beat up just as bad as him, or how did that go?
He says he won. He says,
Yeah, he
I
says
haven't-
that.
I haven't seen his brother, but he says that he gave him 2 black eyes and a broken nose, so I guess that's winning.
But here's the
I think
thing.
they both lost on that
neither of
one.
them win.
What were you gonna say, Sebastian?
I was just saying, I don't think either of them win that because they both have broken noses and they fought each other for no reason.
And he said his brother started it. Like that's why he really didn't get in that much trouble. I think because like his other brother instigated it. Really, I mean not his other brother. Just his brother instigated it. Like he punched him first, and then he punched him like in both eyes. I don't know. They used 2 hands at once. That's what I would do. Double punch to the eyes.
Yeah, I remember. I think my brother's like only like flew out punched me like once, but I kind of deserved it because we were at my cabin and we didn't have like any real beds or anything. All we had were air mattresses, and he ended up like just falling asleep on like one side of the air mattress. So I had this great idea to do like a full out like cannonball on the other side, so I'd just launch him up.
Oh,
So I did that. He went flying and he stood up and he just drilled me. But I was doing this laugh. And but it was hilarious. It was worth it.
Definitely worth it.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever fought my brother, ever.
Yeah, I used to fight my brother a good bit, but then he became like a state championship wrestling person. So
Damn,
I started to lose a lot.
I got a little smart after that.
Yeah.
And then you decided to do whatever he said.
Yeah.
Like I'll fight my 9-year-old brother if you want to call it that, but like it's more like he's trying to like
Fun.
swings at me and I'm just like tickling him till he pees. it's like I know all the ticklish spots on him. You know what I mean? Not like that. That just got
I have no
weird.
idea what you mean. I have no idea what you mean.
It's actually a spot like right
Please explain.
above the kneecap. You won't be able to do it to yourself. It just doesn't
Oh,
work.
like a horse pike?
I don't know if it's called that, but possibly right
Like
above
you
the
squeeze
kneecap and, like,
right above the knee?
area. Yeah, I think.
Yeah. My
I'm trying
dad
this
used to do
right now.
that to me all the time.
Yeah, it's the worst when someone does it to you. It's like, oh, let go. Yeah, my dad does that all the time, and I'm like, yeah, I punch him in the arm.
I like the way you said that. Like things like, yeah, punch in the arm, no big deal.
I mean, I don't know. My dad's like, he's like a big guy. Like he's like a short, like stocky guy. He always says it's like, it's not the size that counts, it's the quality. I'm like, all right, Dad, I'm gonna punch you in the arm for saying that. So I just punch him there. He's like my punching bag sometimes. Yeah, punching bag. You know what I'm saying? Okay.
Punching bag to fulfill my punching bag duties.
Exactly.
Yep. Alright, well, I don't
Shit,
have
it's
any more
been over.
topics left. You guys got anything left?
Impeach.
Subscribe to Gaming Could Be on YouTube. What?
Wait, who said that?
Shout out to Nick Chicken Monkey.
We already have your channels blocked on the channel. I don't think you need any more.
Shout out to Nappy Fropick for
Yeah. Follow me
Yeah.
on Twitter.
Yes. Thank you for starting the podcast. That's actually a good idea.
yeah.
We're gonna have to definitely come out with the second one next week.
Hopefully with Andre Asmo. Web calling his name.
Mr. Phantasmo on here. Like the spoonerism with my name. Like it still turns into words. It's Fappy Pro Nick.
I like it. Nappy.
That's a good quality name.
It is.
What?
Actually, I just completely stole it from a friend, but
The origin of my name actually is a little story in itself, not too long.
maybe,
But,
maybe we should just keep that for next
Alright,
podcast.
next week?
That's how we started off.
Next week.
Story for
Got a little
news.
rain check on that one. No, I'm saying.
All right, so that's how we conclude this as a podcast.
Let's call it a podcast.
All right,
Sounds like a good.
Should we get a little outro?
outro.
We sing together?
What do you want to sing?
Yes.
Let's sing Kumbaya.
All right,
Wait, what?
You know, like
I don't
Kumbaya.
think Canadians know this.
No, I actually don't. I've heard of it, but I don't know it.
It's an Indian
I'll-
Arabian
I
folk
only know
song.
like 3 words of it. Kumbaya.
I'll play along. I'll pretend I know.
Alright. A 1, a 2, a 3, 6. Kumbaya, my lord.
Oh, wait.
Kumbaya. Ba-ba-ba-ba, beating my drum.
Kumbaya.
That didn't work.
Well, that just happened.
That did.
This is the nappy nugget. Oh wait, what did we call it? Oh yeah,
Nearly Naked Nuggets.
Nearly
Already
Naked
forgetting the title.
Nuggets. And
This has
signing
been a
out.
podcast. Peace out.
See ya.
See ya.
What the hell?